Jameson. He's the guy that kept calling Jeff Weber here all the time.
Well, I don't think it has anything to do with that. Jeff and Steve hired Mr. Kelly to find a Mr. Jameson who knows something about Jeff's son.
Oh.
I hope he finds him soon, so Jeff will finally get at the truth.
I hope so, too.
Hi, Susan.
Morning, Mary Jo.
What can I do? Coffee?
How about some iced tea?
Hi there, Susan.
Had any more early morning visits from Heather lately?
Heather? No, I haven't seen her for quite a while.
Really? You seemed so upset the other night when I told you that she was planning to adopt little Jeremy Hewitt. I was sure you'd go over and talk to her right away.
Excuse me, Larry Joe, did you see anybody using this phone recently in the last few minutes?
The phone? Yeah, I saw somebody using it a little while ago.
Who was it?
Well, I'm pretty sure it was a man.
Oh, what did he look like?
Mr. Kelly, I mean, this is a pretty busy counter. I didn't take much notice. He had his back to me. He had an overcoat on.
An overcoat.
He had an overcoat and a hat. Now, that seems kind of weird, though, doesn't it, this kind of warm weather?
Well, when he left, he had a turn towards you. Didn't you see him then?
No, sir, I didn't even see him leave. I'm sorry.
You look like a man with a problem. What's wrong?
Ah, my luck just ran out. Oh, Pop Snyder seemed like such a good possibility. Yeah, maybe the man in the phone booth thought so, too.
Possibility for what?
Oh, I can't tell you. It's business.
Hey, this isn't business. It's social. How do you know Larry Joe, Mr. Kelly?
Well, I met him yesterday at your cousin's apartment. She introduced us.
You feeling better?
Yeah, much, thanks.
Good. Well, I talked to Lee. He'll be over later today with a complete file on the Florida adoption.
Does he have any thoughts on it?
He's convinced there are no living relatives.
Well, except for the grandmother.
Yes, but she's the one who agreed to the adoption and signed the papers. Now, Lee said there's always an outside chance of a distant cousin or two. But in any case, we've got nothing to worry about.
Peter, what if there are some relatives? What if they do want PJ back?
Diana, now, PJ is legally ours. He has been since the day we got those final adoption papers. There is no contesting that legality.
Or what if they find out about my forgetfulness? What if they bring that up in court and try to prove that I'm unfit or incapable of taking care of my own?
Oh, boy, you really are stretching the problem, aren't you? Now, look, we're in good shape. We've hired Kelly, haven't we? Now, whoever is doing this is going to be caught soon, and you'll be at peace again. In fact, Kelly could have found out something already.
Have a good day.
Take it easy. Bye, Susan. You know, I could swear you heard them say goodbye to you.
Yes, I did, but they're not my two least favorite people in the world.
I see.
As a matter of fact, I'll go even one step further. I hate them.
You know, hatred is a pretty terrible thing to carry around.
I'll give you an incentive.
Incentive for what? Revenge?
Oh, I don't choose to think of it in such dramatic terms. More like evening the score.
I'd rather not have you for an enemy, lady.
Well, I think there's a small chance of that. You're helping Jeff. That's very important to me.
I can understand that.
I doubt it. It's a lot more complicated than it appears on the surface, I'm afraid.
How well do you know the Taylors?
I told you the last time you asked me. I was a patient of Peter's, and I hardly know Diana at all.
Well, I'm just trying to solve the mystery behind these anonymous phone calls that Diana's getting, and that's why I asked you again.
Well, I'm afraid the answer's the same.
Let me be totally honest with you, Susan. Diana told me that you and she had words several months ago over a very personal affair.
That was so long ago that I'd almost forgotten it.
So it was relatively unimportant to you?
Totally.
That's what Diana said when I asked her. She said she couldn't believe you still hold those arguments against her.
Mr. Kelly, who's been talking to you about all this?
No, I can't tell you that. It's business. You understand.
No, I don't understand. But I'll let it go for now.
Thank you for being so upfront with me, but I have to get back to the hospital. I'm hoping that Jeff and I can get up to Canada and come face-to-face with Cal Jameson today.
Really? Well, that's terrific news. I wish you luck.
Thank you. See you later, Larry Joe.
Larry Joe, is Heather at the Taylors?
I don't have any idea, Susan.
I like you, Larry Joe, but I don't believe you.
Just a few minutes ago, you told me you hadn't seen Heather in days, and yet Joe Kelly just told me that he met you at her apartment yesterday. Now, somebody here, it sounds to me, is very mixed up. Or lying. See you later. Hello? Hello? I was looking for Alan.
Well, I'm afraid I can't help you, Tracy. I saw him a little while ago. I thought he was going to his office.
Well, he's not there now.
Then I can't help you.
I was hoping to leave early so I could pack.
Oh. Well, I think it will be all right. Alan wasn't expecting you to do much work today with all your plans for your tour.
How's Mrs. Krikorian?
She's better, as if you're interested.
Oh, I'm interested in anything that affects Rick. And you. And the cardiac wing.
I would say your greatest interest these days would be gossip.
I would say you were wrong.
Alan got a rather strange phone call this morning from Larry Forsythe. Larry said that he heard a rumor at a party in New York about Rick. And Alan isn't going to rest until he finds out who told Larry this rumor, or for that matter, how it reached New York. You just better hope Alan doesn't learn that you're responsible.
Monica Quartermain, you're an open book. I wonder if you'd be this concerned about a rumor if it had anything to do with anybody else but Rick. Say, Dr. Cunningham, perhaps?
I would try to protect anyone who could be harmed by vicious gossip, Tracy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to Rick.
Gee, Monica, aren't you gonna say goodbye or wish me luck?
I hope your involvement with Mitch Williams brings you everything you deserve, Tracy.
Okay, what's so urgent?
Luke, I overheard Jeff Weber talking and that detective Joe Kelly, and they said that they're going to Canada and they're going to find Cal Jameson.
So?
So, Luke, if they go there, Cal Jameson might tell him everything he knows about me.
Yeah, well, what do you expect me to do about that?
Well, look, you know, those people that you and I work for, well, they probably have people up in Canada, and they could get to Cal Jameson, and they could keep it from talking. Luke, please. I've worked so hard for so long. I'm going to graduate.
All right. I get the picture. Give me a dress.
Thank you, Luke. Thank you so much.
Bobby, would you do me a favor, please, and tell my brother that I'm leaving for the day?
Sure.
How are you, Luke? I'm fine, Mr. Williams. How are you? Very well, Miss Quartermain.
Luke.
We really enjoyed that night in the disco the other night. I think when we get back from our tour, we'll be spending a lot of evenings there.
Well, that's good news. A celebrity of your caliber can only help my business. Add a little class to the place.
But don't tell me it doesn't have class now.
No, I didn't say that. But every little bit helps. As a matter of fact, you know, I'm scheduling some daytime activities there.
Really?
Yes, for the summer, I think we'll have an exercise class for some of the campus folk. Why don't you and Miss Quartermain stop by, join us in a few deep knee bends?
Well, maybe we'll do that. You ready?
You bet.
Luke, were you putting him on those activities for the college kids?
No, I wasn't. I'm serious, and I'm working on that already.
Oh, good for you. Luke, please do what you can about Cal Jameson.
Okay, look, I'll see what I can do, but I'm not promising you anything. It all depends on if I can get in touch with those people and if they'll be cooperative. You know, my boss's priorities don't include protecting your reputation.
This guy. Butler Joe tells me that a man used the phone at Pop Snyder's today that matches the description of the man that Heather's been seeing in the park lately.
You know, I almost hate to have Heather take PJ out to the
Bobby,
park.
who's Spencer?
I think I'm going to call home and...
Yeah, hold on a minute. Excuse me, Mr. Kelly, were you long distance?
Oh, thank you.
Miss Kelly? He's still in there, you're sure? Oh, great, Sam. Okay, just hang in there and watch the area. I'm going to get Jeff Weber and get up there as fast as I can. Right, yeah. That was the guy that's watching Jameson's house. He just saw Jameson in the woods behind the cottage a few minutes ago.
Well, did he get away?
No, he went back inside the house. He's still watching him. Would you please put Dr. Jeff Weber on a page for me?
Yeah, sure, right away. Operator, would you please put Jeff Weber on page to the lobby desk right away, please? Thank you.
What took you so long?
Heather, I about flew over here in Pop's since and I hung up the phone. Now, what's going on's got you so riled anyway?
Joe Kelly and Jeff are flying up to Canada this afternoon to meet with Cal Jameson.
So, Jameson thinks it's a trap. You told him yourself.
But what if Jeff tells him it isn't, and he believes him? Then Jeff is going to put two and two together. He's going to know that P.J. Taylor is really Stephen Lars, and that I gave him up for adoption. It's all going to be over for me.
What do you mean over? Jeff would have his son back. You and I will be together again. Isn't that what we both want?
Oh, sure. If I'm still alive after Jeff gets through with me.
Look, there's got to be some way to stop Jameson from talking to Jeff when he gets up there.
No, there isn't. I already called the airport to see if maybe I could take an earlier flight to warn Jameson. The next flight is the one that they're on.
Jameson's been calling you a lot lately, right? Well, maybe he'll try to get in touch with you again before they get up there.
How? The only number he has is my home number, and I'm not there.
Then I suggest you get yourself back into your apartment, Heather, because at this point, the only chance you've got is a phone call from Jameson.
Joe, all set.
Oh, great. My car's out front. Look, did you get the money?
Yeah, right here. Let's just hope that Jameson is as money hungry as we think he is.
Yeah, well, the tricky part's going to be getting past his sister-in-law so that Jameson knows we've got the cash and we're not trying to set him up.
Yeah.
Come on, we can talk in the car.
Dr. Weber, Dr. Jeff Weber, please report to room 1014 in recovery immediately. Dr.
Nancy,
Jeff Weber,
that page right there, that's for a patient of Dr. Levine's. Now, I got to get out of here right away. Would you call Todd and take care of it, please?
I can't, Dr. Weber. He left the hospital and he didn't leave us a number where we could reach him.
Damn it. Joe, we're going to have to take a later flight.
Okay, well, you just go on up there and I'll call the airport. Okay.
Oh, listen, would you call Heather first while you're doing that?
Sure.
I promised I'd let her know the minute anything happened. I don't want her worried.
Joe, I can't leave here. I promised Diana I would keep PJ in all day.
Well, I don't know what to tell you then, Heather.
Oh, now what? Hello?
Oh, Heather. Joe Kelly. Jeff asked me to call you. He was just called up to recovery on an emergency, and we're not going to be able to make the 1:30 flight.
Oh, that's awful, Joe. There probably isn't another one for a while, is there?
No, there's another one at 2:30, which would put us at Jameson's at about 4, depending on how long it takes Jeff.
Oh, sometimes those emergencies go on forever.
Oh, well, let's just hope it's not one of those, huh? I'll have him call you from the airport and tell you what flight we're going to be taking.
No, don't bother. You'll probably be in a big rush anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure he'll call you from Canada after we've talked with Jameson.
Yeah, I'll be waiting.
Okay.
Oh, Joe, before you hang up, Diana called earlier and said that she didn't want me to take PJ to the park. What do you think? Is it really dangerous?
Well, I don't see why it would be. Whoever this man is, he's never approached you or tried to harm the baby in any way. And you've got Tom Halpern's number just in case you need it, don't you?
Yeah, right here. Does that mean it's okay with you?
Sure. Just call Tom if you happen to see this guy again.
I will. Goodbye and good luck.
Okay, bye.
Good. At least he said that I could take PJ to the park.
Heather, if you're going to go anywhere, it better be back to your own apartment and hope for a phone call from Jameson, maybe.
Larry Joe, I want you to drive to the Webbers right away, get my mother, bring her to the park, and drop her off by the fountain.
It's your mother. Why?
Because she's going to watch PJ while I'm in Canada. Jeff can't make that 1:30 flight, but I can.
Hey, what's going to happen when Diana comes home from work and there's no you here, there's no baby here?
She's working late, and I'll be back by the time she gets here. Larry Joe, you're going to have to lend me $50.
50? Heather, I just loaned you $250 the other day.
I need fare for the plane and the taxis up there.
Hey, have you forgotten? Have you forgotten how many times Diana calls here every single day checking on that little baby? And what's going to happen when you're not here to answer the phone?
She'll think I'm in the park with PJ.
For that many hours, that kid takes a nap every afternoon.
All right, I stopped by then to see my mom, and he took his nap there. Now, come on, I don't have time to waste if I'm going to catch that flight.
Okay, Heather, you get the baby together. I will take you to the airport first. Then I will take him over to your mom's.
No, I want to leave here with PJ in his stroller so the neighbors will see like I do every day. You just make sure my mom is at the park and in a hurry.
Heather, I hope you know what you're doing.
Larry Joe, the $50, please.
All right. Here, there's over $50.
All right. Now, come on. I'll get PJ ready.
Well, he said he was leaving as soon as he hung up, so he should be here any time now.
Did he say there was any clue in the adoption paper, something that might be a relationship between them?
Excuse me, honey. Joe.
No,
Hey, I thought you and Jeff would be at the airport by now. What
We
happened?
were on our way out of the hospital when Jeff got an emergency page about a patient that he and Dr. Levine operated on this morning.
Where was Dr. Levine?
Out of the hospital, and as soon as he comes back, we can take off, which is what I'm waiting for.
What time's your flight?
2:30. Oh, I already called Heather and told her, so she won't be worried.
Oh, she must be so disappointed, though. I'll give her a call and try and boost up her spirits.
Well, she may not be there. She asked if she could take PJ for a walk in the park, and I told her it would be okay.
Joe, I specifically asked her not to
Well,
take him.
I know, but she's got Tom Halpern's number in case she needed him.
Honey, Joe is the boss. Now, if he says PJ's going to be safe, he'll be safe, huh?
Suppose you're right.
Please, join us.
Hello, Peter. Joe.
Oh, hi, Lee.
I'm sorry I'm late. The traffic was just murder. Joe, how you doing?
I'm fine. We're just all very anxious to know if you found any clue in PJ's adoption papers.
Well, I couldn't find anything when we went over it together, but I sure wouldn't be offended if you did.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint all of you, but I've gone over this with a fine-tooth comb for an hour, and there's nothing in here to indicate that PJ had any other living relatives outside his grandmother who put him up for adoption.
Mind if I take a peek at that?
Not so.
I just want to jot down her name and address.
Joe, you have a reason for wanting the contact?
Well, no, it's not a lead, Peter. It's, I'm just playing a hunch.
Joe, you said that if the grandmother wanted PJ back, she'd just ask for him and not try to harass us.
Well, I still feel that way, Diana, but, well, I just want to talk to her. I can't tell you any more than that right now.
What time are you going to have to leave to get the 2:30 flight?
Well, there's plenty of time for that. The big thing is, then with a guy like Jameson, the more time you give him to split, the bigger the risk.
Oh, I've got an idea. Why don't you go to Rick Weber, since he's now head of personnel with Steve in London, and ask him if he could find someone that could take over for Jeff, and that way you could make your 1:30 flight.
Terrific idea. Keep your fingers crossed. I'll see you later.
Good luck.
Okay.